Vanessa, if you could just start by saying your name, the program that you're enrolled in, and where you're from.
My name is Vanessa Geary, and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I am getting my master's in family nurse practitioning.
That's so great. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me this afternoon and just share your experience that you've had so far at Spring Arbor. I know that today, this weekend, you spent time at Residency and you passed your checkoff, so congratulations. That's always such a nerve-wracking experience for students, and we hear that all the time. So really, I just wanted to take some time to talk with you and get some feedback about, what really inspired you to attend Spring Arbor University online, and what really excites you most about SAU and the MSN program.
Well, I like that it was online just because, with me working full-time, I needed to find a program that I could do and work at the same time. And so I did look at quite a few different schools, and I feel like Spring Arbor was the best fit for me, mostly because of the one class at a time, doing the 7 weeks at a time with the week off. I feel like when you can just kind of focus on one class, it's a little bit less daunting than have to do multiple classes all together. But honestly, I think what made me decide to come here, for sure, was probably Courtney. So she was the recruiter that I spoke to, and she made me feel like she really cared. And so yeah, I think ultimately, I liked her so much. I figured if she was that great, then everybody else probably had to be that great too. So.
And I hear that feedback a lot, and it's true because, we are all such a community, mm-hmm. and working together on making sure that, the experience is the best that it can be. And I'm glad that a year into your program that you're still feeling that way, and coming to campus and really having the opportunity to meet your faculty and interact with the students that you've been online with, for a year now. That's really great. That's how you still feel this far into the program, right?
Yeah, I think to be in an online program, I think you have to have the understanding that, it's self-motivating. You have to do it on your own. It's a lot of self-teaching. But I think if you go into it and you know that, I think it's beneficial and it works.
So can you share a little bit about how it's been for you, studying online? You talked about that 717 model, mm-hmm. and that really works for you, and the one class at a time. But how do you make that fit in your schedule?
You have to plan it out for sure, especially if you're working. But I think if you plan it out and you have it on your schedule of, studying at least a few hours every day, I think it's very, very doable. So I think that, as long as you kind of plan it and prepare for it, then I think a few hours every day, you can still do it and work.
And in what ways has this program enhanced you spiritually? And was the Christian perspective an important aspect for you in choosing a university?
It wasn't the most important, but I grew up in church, so my dad's a pastor. So it's one of those things that, I don't know, it wasn't a decision that, deferred me away from it. So I do like that it has the spiritual aspect to the school as well, because I feel like most schools don't have that anymore.
Great. And in what ways would you say, Vanessa, that the program has enhanced you professionally for any opportunities maybe so far?
Well, I think it's just getting me ready for, my future goals, and I think that's the whole point, is just to further your education so, you can, find a job once you graduate. And I feel like so far, it is preparing me. And I feel like this weekend for the residency program has been really, really great. I love the hands-on. I'm a very hands-on learner, so I feel like this has probably been the most beneficial.
So have you at all implemented anything that you've already learned into your current position that you have? And if so, can you share that with me?
I don't know. I do telephone
Or maybe
triaging.
After this weekend, will you?
Yeah, I definitely took away the assessments and stuff that we did and the hands-on. I'll definitely do that, I think, in the future, with my assessments. I do telephone triaging right now, so it's a little different. But definitely at least learning, the assessment skills that I need, I think it's helped me to assess on the phone as well.
Excellent. And in thinking about this weekend specifically, how was your experience attending Residency so far? What would you say are your 3 greatest takeaways?
I really liked Residency. I think let's see, what has been my favorite? So the
top 3.
The gyno exams that we did today, I thought was amazing. I feel like the Gynica. I feel like it was awesome. I learned so much from that today. I think getting to meet my actual classmates and stuff and sitting with everybody, and you do the discussion boards and you know their names and you see their pictures, but to actually get to hang out with them and to get to know them and stuff, put a face to the name, I think has been really exciting. What else? I think just being on campus too has been really fun. I actually really, I don't know, I love this area. I feel like I could live here. So we were exploring Jackson. So actually coming out and kind of seeing, like, I think the school that you actually go to, it gave me a little bit more pride actually coming here. So
I'd love to hear that. So what advice would you have for students who are considering an online program with SAU? What advice would you give to those students considering starting their program?
Well, I mean, I think anytime you choose to go back to school, it's not an easy decision, but I definitely think it's doable. And so I think that, you know, if you want to come back to school, if you want to further your education, I mean, online gives you the option of being able to work, you know, still have your family time, do all that, and, you know, further your education at the same time. So I love the fact that I don't have to go to class every day. And I like the fact that, you know, I was able to choose this school. It was, you know, financially feasible for me. And then, I don't know, it's all worked out.
Excellent. Is there anything else or anything that I missed or that you would like to add or share?
I don't think so.
Well, I appreciate your time. It was great having the opportunity to meet you as well, and congratulations on your success so far. And I'm really looking forward to the next time that I'm going to see you, and that will be a graduation.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I think we're going to come back.
All right,
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you again.
You're welcome.